What's up, guys? What's going on? How you guys feeling? I hope you're having a good morning. I know I am. So let's jump right into everything here. So today I want to talk a little bit about what's in your best interest. What's in your best interest? And what I mean by that is because when we're operating in business, then we're constantly dealing with people. Constantly. Your whole entire career as an entrepreneur is about dealing with people, how you deal with people. So my question to you is, what is your MO? What's your method of operation, right? Are you more, when you're going into business, are you thinking more like, okay, I don't really care about what's happening to the other guy or what's happening to the other girl because I'm just looking out for my best interest anyways, right? Like, to me, it doesn't matter. They're going to probably look out for their best interests and they're going to screw me over anyways. Or you're of the mindset of, well, I'm going to do what's best for everyone. And if I take care of the people around me, if the people around me feel good and they feel protected, then I'm going to actually win. So building into a win-win situation, right? But what's your MO? How do you process this and how are you approaching your business? And I'll tell you, there's a lot of people that we want to do the win-win situation, but there's so many people that don't really understand how to create win-win and why win-win is the best way. So over time of dealing with people and doing business and seeing people doing shady things and selfish things and things that maybe will screw you over or whatever it is, you start to build this feeling of like, you know what? Like, screw it. I'm not gonna be looking out for somebody else. I'm just gonna take care of myself because everybody else is just looking out for themselves anyways. And then you begin to fall into that I don't really care about other people. It's cutthroat anyways. That's how life works. That's how business works. That's how the money game works. That's how people work. Because everybody's looking out for themselves anyways. And then you get dragged into, or you get dragged down to now going down that route. When originally, the thought and the idea of doing things so that you create a win-win situation was the right feeling and is the feeling that you wanted to go into, but we get influenced to go the other route. So that's my question. When you're operating in business, what is your MO? Like, how, and it's not saying you're a good or a bad person or any of these things. It's just to look at how are you operating right now? Like, have you gone into that place where you're like, you know what? Screw it. It's all about me. It's all about what I got to do to create the profit, what I got to do to win. Or it's what do I got to do to make sure everybody wins? And I'll tell you, the way to really win, the way to really understand and get to what's in your best interest is you have to ask yourself then, are you playing this game? Are you in this business for the long term? Or are you just playing a short-term game? Are you here playing one game, or are you here playing many games, multiple games? And when I mean games, I don't mean playing games. I mean every day that you wake up and you're in business, it's a new game. You're suiting up again, right? It's another day to win. It's another scoreboard. It's another problem. It's another opponent that you got to go out and you got to beat. So are you playing one day? Are you playing 1 week? Are you playing 1 month? Or is your whole entire life and your whole entire career this entrepreneur business life? So for me, I know I'm playing long term. I'm playing business entrepreneurship. That's my life. I wake up, that's what I'm doing. So at the end of the day, what does the method have to be? The method has to be, what is in my best interest? In my best interest is to make sure that the people that's around me, they're winning. Because if people don't feel that they're going to win or they're going to get from the relationship, then that relationship is going to end. Because think about it. Who goes into a situation not wanting to gain from it? Right? And I don't mean it like people are trying to take something from you. But any business you went into is because you wanted to gain from it. Right? If you're in a personal relationship with a woman or a man, right? Whatever it is, you're going into it because you believe that there's going to be a gain for you, right? If we go into watching a movie or a show, or if you purchase an item, whether it's a TV or whether it's a car, an electronic device, whatever it may be, we're doing that and we're assessing the choices and the decisions we're making, the money that we're putting out based on what's my gain here? Like, what am I going to get? So understanding what's in your best interest, think about the business that you're doing and the people that you're around. They're coming in or they're working with you, right? They're around you. They're helping you to organize things. They're assisting you. They're servicing you. They're working with you. They're in whatever capacity that people are with you, whether it's friendship, whether it's personal, whether it's business, whether it's contractual, whatever it is, if they're not winning or they don't feel like they're going to be winning, they're not going to be around. It's that simple. So being selfish actually doesn't work long term. It actually doesn't work long term. Although people feel like, well, this is how I'm self-preserving. Now, I'm not telling anybody here to go out and, give so much and do so much and be the person where it's like now you're giving the shirt off your back and you got no food and you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying to be a martyr. I'm just saying, what's your thought process when you're building a business as an entrepreneur? What's your method of operation? Are you thinking like, I need to take care of number one and I need to take care of me, which is always the case, but how do you go about that? Are people going to screw me over anyway, so it doesn't matter to me? Or am I going to create this win-win community, right? Because here's what it is. The asset that you're really building, the asset in your life, you may have your product, you may have your service that you're offering, that you're doing. And of course, that's your means to be able to create your money, your profit, or whatever it may be. But the real underlying asset, okay, there's two assets that you're truly building. The first asset is yourself. You're building your asset in terms of you yourself on what you mean to everybody else that's around you in your life? Why would people want to gravitate to you, come to you, or do something with you if we're playing multiple games? Why would they want to play another game, or why would they want to go another round with you? Was the experience good? Did they win when they played with you? Now, it can't be perfect, right? There's been many losses, many losses that successful people and myself, many losses that has happened, but there's many people that have won. So that's the first asset. The second asset is the relationships with everybody else. Those are the two assets. And the relationships with everybody else, the people, that is actually the most undervalued asset that you have, that people have, that actually exists right now, that most people are not aware of. They're thinking it's their real estate. They're thinking it's the stocks. You're thinking it's the crypto you have. You're thinking it's your car, your jewelry, watches, diamonds, etc. I'm telling you, it's the relationships. You know, when you see someone, and the saying goes, oh, if this person's successful, they're probably old. Or, you know, if you see someone in a fancy car that's not an athlete or not a movie star or something like that, not in entertainment, then they're probably older. It's probably some old guy, or it's probably some old woman. You know, typically why that is? It's because the older you get, the older people, they have an asset that younger people typically don't have. And their asset is their relationships that they've built over the years. It's their network, it's their connection of people, collection of connection of people over the years, right? And that's what we're here to build. That's the underlying thing that we need to understand, right? So what's in your best interest is really to understand this mindset. That's how you get truly connected. That's how you expand your network. That's how you start learning, and that's how things get a lot easier. Things are getting easier in your business, in your life, because of the people that's around you. Because of what you do, but also because of the people that's around you. Because of the business connections that you have that allows you to be able to do things that the normal people are not able to do. So this kind of mindset, this is really important. And one of the things that you can do if you really want to see how people operate, because it's, you know, by nature, people, we're almost taught to be a little bit selfish or greedy or whatever. I always pay attention to how people eat. Because when people eat, and this is just for me, when people eat, you're not in a state of awareness because you're just eating, right? You're actually thinking about the food, and you're not thinking about what people are thinking of you and how people are viewing you. So a lot of times people just eat and they go into their second nature or their default mode. And so to me, the default mode is, are you someone that unconsciously shares? Or are you someone that unconsciously doesn't share and you just go first? It's all about you, right? It's very minor, but you just watch how people eat. Are they trying to offer, and are they trying to share? And if they do, are they doing it genuinely, or are they doing it because it's a cultural thing that is just, it looks good? right? Or are they genuinely trying to do it? Are they genuinely trying to give it to you? Even if you're sitting down and you're just having a sub, right? We're having a Jersey Mike's or whatever it may be. And someone comes in and they're hungry and you offer them some of your sandwich, right? Or you know that you're with someone and you offer some of your food. Number one, do you offer? Or in the back of your mind, it's kind of like, well, you know, if I don't offer, they don't know anyways because I'm in the other office, I'm in the other room, right? Or do you offer to offer in hopes that they don't take up the offer? Because if they take the offer, now you're at a 50% sub loss, right? Or you're really making the offer because you genuinely want to feed them and willing to eat less because we can always get another sub. I mean, this is deep. You might be like, he's out here talking about subs, but watch how people eat. And then by nature, do you let people, or do that person, do they give the bigger piece? If there's two pieces, are they giving the bigger piece away to the person, to the whoever? Are they giving more and willing to take less? Naturally, most people won't do this. And I don't expect people to do that. But when people do, it's very like, wow, eye-opening. So check that out. Also, when people play sports or any competitive thing that you do, whether it's you're playing Uno, spades, whatever, it doesn't matter. Monopoly, Risk, a video game, a pickup basketball game. It doesn't matter what you're doing. But I like to look at these things with people that I'm working around, either building or working with or about to work with, because you can see their nature come out right away. Who's competitive, who's not competitive, who takes charge, who doesn't take charge, who's willing to cheat, who's willing to lie, who's willing to bend the truth, who's willing to fight to the end, who gives up early. Like, you can see all this in a basketball game. You can see all this in a Monopoly game. You can see all this in a game of Uno. You can see all of this. So these are some of the things that, pay attention to these things, because these second nature habits that we have translates into how we operate with the people. And how you do that and how you think about that is going to determine if you're able to get what's in your best interests, because that's what you're trying to get. What's in your best interests? And I believe that most people don't understand how to get their best interests, and we're actually working against our best interests into the long term. So hopefully this message makes sense to you. Hopefully this message is something that can get a lot of people working towards getting a win-win situation, and we can get a lot more good business going on out there. All right, so that's it for today. If this message helped you out, then go ahead and share it. The YouTube channel now is up, it's running, it's in my bio. So go ahead and click on the link there to subscribe. And if this stuff is helping you guys out, like it, turn on the notification bell so that this could get out to you and also out to more people. The YouTube algorithm will definitely start picking that up, and we can get these videos and we can get this content and this information out to more people, and we can help spread the word and help more people. All right, guys, once again, appreciate you guys, love you guys, crush it. Let's have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Let's go.